Hi, my name is Lynn Pineda. I am the owner and the head chef of Taste of the Orient here in Washington, Indiana. I would like to bring a taste of the exotic to this little town. So we're going to start with a little example today of one of the most exotic items on our menu. And they are called nori rolls, also known as sushi wraps. Now, when people hear the word sushi, they immediately become afraid. Well, don't be scared of these. This is the best way to introduce people who have never tried sushi to sushi, because there's nothing raw in the rolls that I'm going to be making. However, if you do want raw fish, you can ask for that, but you got to call it. Start with a piece of seaweed, roasted seaweed, and seasoned rice. Now, you place the rice on the seaweed like I'm going to be showing you, and you put several different fillings. They're very versatile. You can put anything you want, from just plain cucumber to crab meat to raw fish, tuna, shrimp, anything like that. So we'll get started here. What I have here is cold vinegared rice, and when I say vinegared, that means I put a tiny little bit of vinegar in it. And right here on this rolling mat, which is absolutely essential, it's a bamboo rolling mat, you lay the piece of seaweed down, flatten it out. You have to use water to keep the rice from sticking. Like I said, the rolls that we're going to be making are not scary sushi rolls. These are called California rolls because of their ingredients. It's really a good way to introduce yourself to something that you've never had before. Okay, see, the first thing we do is we add an even layer of rice, just like that. The next ingredient would be crab meat. Add a little bit there, a little bit here, followed by some avocado. You want to lay the strips evenly. You want to make sure that they're all pretty much the same size. Just like in stir-fry cooking, you want everything to be nice and even. Now I've got little strips of cucumber here. I'm going to be adding that too. A few little strips of cucumber. Add about 3. Now these are masago. These are fish eggs, caviar. However, like most caviar, this caviar is not served raw. This is cooked parboiled caviar that has been seasoned. So like I said, everything in this sushi dish happens to be cooked. If you're going to try it, try this one for the first time, because it will give you a great idea of what sushi should and will taste like. See, you lay the eggs on there. Now, Japanese furiyaki. It's a mixture of different Japanese seasonings. In Japan, they use this just to season plain white rice, and it's just like a few different herbs, a little bit of seaweed, some sesame seeds. And you sprinkle this on to that seasoned rice and on everything else. I like to top it with a little bit of roasted sesame seed as well. Now comes the fun part. You have to use the bamboo mat to roll. So you roll away from you, press the mat tightly, hold it this way, and continue to roll. And then you want to put just a tiny bit of water at the very end so that it seals. There you have the sushi roll before it's cut. So there it is. Looks just like this. As you can see, it's got all the different fillings inside, just kind of like a little wrap. Now you take a knife that's been dipped in water, and you slice these pieces nice and evenly. Set them on a plate. Now to get an even slice, you want to turn the roll every slice about a quarter turn to make sure they all come out circular. Frequent intervals, you're going to have to dip that knife. Okay. Now you're ready to plate it up. I have some fresh basil on this plate here. Arrange the sushi. As you can see by the cross section there, That's how it looks when it's sliced. You'll see all the fillings, the crab meat, the avocado, the cucumber, the fish eggs, and the seasoning. Almost completely done here. As you can see, here are the rolls. Now this right here is pickled ginger. It's ginger root shaved real thin and then pickled for a minimum of 1 year in some rice vinegar. Now you put the little piece of ginger right there. We fill it in the middle or wherever you'd like to put it. These are the traditional accompaniments to sushi, to the rolls, to sashimi, whatever type of raw fish or roll you're eating, you will get ginger with it. Now here is the killer stuff. This is wasabi. It's Japanese horseradish. It comes in a powder and it's probably one of the hottest, and I mean one of the hottest substances on this planet. A lot of people who say they can handle heat can usually not handle this. It can make you go bald. It can make me go bald. Okay, so you take just a tiny bit of this and you place that on top of the ginger. Now when you're eating the sushi, what you would do is you would take a little piece of the ginger, put it on a little piece of the roll here, add a tiny dab of wasabi, dip it in soy sauce and pop it in your mouth.